Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Work. There you go.
Forward.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work.
Fall in.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? You know what it is. It's a Friday, and you're rocking with your favorite vets on the next E2G Sports Network presents to you First Formation and Morning Sports Talk. Y'all hear the cue. Fall in as we get to talk about some of the top sports topics over the last 24 hours, or in general decide. Actually, we can go anyway. Sometimes we can talk sports, talk business, talk entertainment. It's all good. Good morning to everybody. How y'all doing out there? That's a Friday. What's y'all plans? We made it through the second week of the year, the new year. Technically unscathed, nothing going on huge there. Glad to be here. So what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? You know what? I say that, but I didn't even like Martin back in the day. It just was too much for me. But what's good? A lot going on. Of course, of the sports yesterday. You had games in Paris. A lot of flipping going on. A lot of firing going on. And then, of course, you got the conversations about who will win this weekend's divisional game, setting the course for the conference championships. And then, of course, opens the door for the coveted most engaging event, that being the Super Bowl. A lot going on in sports. You got a UFC fight with Texeer and Hill going on this weekend. So I guess it's a little something for everybody. That is whether you're into pugilistic sports, the gridiron, the round ball, the plastic puck. It's something for everybody on every aspect. USFL and the XFL are rearing up, getting ready to go. Within that 3-week period, after the Super Bowl ends, you still get your dose of that gridiron grit, because not one but two developmental leagues ready to go. USFL, XFL, plenty. We're gonna have to get into that. We've spoken before when it comes to college football. We'll be transitioning to college basketball very soon, as I've been keeping my eye on that, so we'll be able to rock with that. And then, of course, we have our man Demetrius Malvo, who I told we'll probably bring back on to talk some college talk once we start that. But in any case, in this, we went over the top 23. Not way too early. Top 25 via ESPN. So they come out with the All Americans, top 20, the college football's 2023 All Americans, and of course, sitting at the top of that team via the offense is none other than the very coveted Heisman Trophy winning Caleb Williams from USC, as this will most likely be his last year playing for the Trojans, because we expect him to go pro after that. Unfortunately, only games he lost the whole year, 2 games to Utah, which is huge when you look at the fact that Utah is a conference foe. But 2 games to Utah, the last being the blowout in the Pac-12 championship game, which would have afforded USC the opportunity to be in the play-in. I mean, to be in the CFP for their first time. But you did have that. That was a blowout. Caleb Williams was a little hobbled in that game, injured. And then we lost in the national championship game in the Cotton Bowl to Tulane University out of New Orleans, which wasn't expected, but it happens. It could happen. A debacle fall on defense, of course, afforded the opportunity. But Brendan Rice and Caleb Williams was cooking, so that definitely puts me in a good headspace. Due to that, it's going to be a tandem next year, along with whomever Lincoln Riley is able to add. We got Malachi Lemons coming in. Malachi. Oh, I thought my guy had something else on. But I said, you know what? How did I know that was going to be on your background?
It's a Philly thing. Let's go. It's a Philly thing.
Why
it's
would
Philly? Let's go. We 24 hours or a little more than 24 hours away from the Philadelphia Eagles doing their thing. So it's a Philly thing. Why else? Why wouldn't I have that up there, man? WGO, WGO. What's going on? Tanya, I see you. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's freaking go.
Bishop, can you hear me?
How y'all doing this morning? Good morning. It's Friday. It's the weekend. What you say?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Yeah, I don't know. If it's like, what's funny is what you say, it's a Philly thing.
Hey, man, that's what happens, man. Say it with more. It's a Philly thing, Tanya. For y'all that don't know, we about to take over the weekend, baby. We about to do it this weekend. Y'all see them boys behind me? They ready? Let's freaking go. How y'all doing, man? Hope y'all ready for the weekends. We got some blockbuster games that are about to take place this weekend, man. Hopefully y'all looking forward to them games, man. The big games, to me, of course, excuse me, is, of course, excuse me. Wow. For me, of course, is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the New York Giants, and the Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. As you can see, he got his 49er gear on. Cool.
So there's a reason behind this, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He should have it on.
It's a reason.
It's a Philly thing, though. Right now, it's a Philly thing. It ain't even about y'all. Y'all day ain't until Sunday. Our day is coming up sooner than y'all.
I was getting ready to say this.
What I will tell you, it's a Philly thing. I need you to know. It's Philly day, baby.
Day, when you came on and you was like, it's a Philly thing. My screen like blacked out, but it didn't get blacked out. It turned green. That was it turned green. So I was like, what's going on? And so then when I got on to try to mock you, it was like this. When I got on to try to mock you, be like, it's a Philly thing, then my whole computer just went out.
That's right, baby. That's right. Your computer knew. It knew. It knew what time it was, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Bruh, it knew. It knew, man.
No, bruh, stop that.
You know.
Well, we're going to definitely get to that shortly. Look, Tanya would show up for this. She would show up for this. We ain't seen her since she came on and talk that's talk. Then we ain't hear from her. I ain't even see her on social media for the most part. Well, I did see her there, but it wasn't that much Philly talking from Tanya at that point.
That's right, Tanya. Let him know you here, Tanya. Let him know you here, Tanya. Let him know I got your back, sis. I got your back. What? I got your back, sis.
Like I was told yesterday, right?
I got your back.
Like I was told yesterday.
Let's go! It's a Philly thing, bro.
Just wait.
Y'all better know.
Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. That's why yesterday I had on a $40. Like y'all know, I don't wear hats. I only wear beanies. So yesterday I had on a 49ers beanie, bro. And we had our intramural games last night. And out of nowhere, some dude came up talking about keep that same energy on Tuesday. I was like, wait, what? He's like, I know you're a 49ers fan. Keep that same energy. I'm like, damn, did you watch the show or something? Like, what are you talking about? I ain't said nothing. I just been sitting here taking the scores for the game and running the book. He's like, keep that same energy. So that's what I'd say. That's what I say to Tanya and Bishop on Monday. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy.
Goodness gracious, I'm starting to think we're not playing any away games.
Ah, tell him, Nick.
Wait,
heartbeat.
watch how he do Nick if they lose. Watch what he do to Nick if they lose.
I don't really care for
Monday.
Nick, but anyway. It's a Philly thing! Ah! Let's go. All right, Trey, we can get into the show now. Let's go. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm good. I had to get that off my chest. Woo! It's so close.
You know what?
What'd he say? Trey, when I walk and see Cowboys, when I walk the other. Y'all just beat Dallas. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. They got y'all just beat Dallas. That you see what Tanya, tell him, get him on point. Get him on point.
I tell you what, if
That's
we
what we
end up with a if we end up with a San Francisco versus Philadelphia NFC Championship,
y'all think I'm hyped?
This is going to be so lit on this show, especially that week, that Friday.
It ain't even gonna be pretty.
I'm finding all the 49er fans to pull on Africa. Venice
I'm pulling all the Philly fans. I'm
Africa.
Letting y'all know if we win tomorrow, which we will, we win tomorrow, and San Francisco beat the Cowboys on Sunday. Boy, next week gonna be lit. I'm telling you right now. Next week is going to be lit. Let's go.
If there's only one person can walk away, only one can be the Highlander.
What's good, guys? Dallas was winning this week. Dallas wins this week, 31 Eagle. We even got projections right now. We got projections and scores, baby.
That sounds so.
We got projections, baby. Let's go. I like it, Shay. I like it. We got projections.
Anything else you want to get off your chest before we continue on?
No, I'm just saying this is what he said. I ain't say that. He said
I'm just asking because I can see getting ready talking. I can hear it. I just see like a couple. It's a Philly things like 10 more throughout the course of the show. Anyway, like I was just talking about, I'm very sure this segment he's not gonna say it's a Sooner thing. I was talking about it this morning. Some talk in reference to college football, and they had ESPN put out the way too early top 25. So now they came up with the way too early all pro, all Americans, and of course, who sits at the top as the top quarterback in the country for next year? Caleb Williams, of course, Heisman Trophy winner.
Should be bowl loser. I'm just saying Heisman Trophy winner, but bowl loser. I'm stating facts. That's all.
Running back Blake Curran comes in at one of the running backs. The other running back is Quinshawn Judkins from Ole Miss. Of course, in high regard, wide receiver Marvin Harrison Jr. for Ohio State. Wide receiver Rome Oduzu for Washington. Let's go Pac-12. I see y'all. Of course, who would have thought this? If anything, a tight end Brock Bowers from Georgia. Offensive tackle Joe Alt from Notre Dame. Offensive guard Zach Vizenter from Michigan, which we're going to talk about Michigan in a second. I'll tell you, your man Harbaugh is wilding in Michigan. Zach Frazier from Washington of West Virginia. OGBB, offensive guard Cooper BB from Kansas State. Lafu Shanu from Penn State. AP or athlete Travis Hunter from Colorado. And which has more to talk about in reference to Colorado. So we got a little talk about Jared Verse from Florida State on defense. Jerzon Newton, defensive tackle for Illinois. Defensive end Michael Williams, Georgia. Linebacker Edge Harold Perkins Jr. from ULSU. Jamon Dumas Johnson, another player from Georgia. Linebacker Barrett Carper from Georgia. From Clemson. 2 from Alabama, Dallas Turner, and Kool-Aid McKinstry, This cat's name is Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Kool-Aid. They gave that man. That ain't got to be. That ain't his real name, man. That can't be his real name.
Kool-Aid McKinstry
That
from out
can't
of
be his real
Alabama.
name. Wow.
Cornerback, Kool-Aid McKinstry. Another corner from Notre Dame, Benjamin Morrison. Carmen Kitchens from safety from Miami. Malachi Starks from Georgia. And basically to close it out, you have Joshua Carty from Stanford as the place kicker. Punter, Kai Kroger from South Carolina, and Anthony Gow from Oregon State. I see a lot of Pac-12 representation, SEC representation, not too much Big 12 Kansas State. Yeah, but I mean that could all change. I mean, we're not gonna hold it against you. It's way too early for the most part. But something that hasn't changed, Bishop. Yeah, that Georgia Tech. Yeah, Brock. Like we talked about that. That's dude. He's guaranteed. He's going to be a top draft pick when he finally leaves. Brock Bowers, 2-time champion. He ain't. I know what. I would just leave. Oh well, he can't. Yes, he can. He's a sophomore. He's going into his junior year. Yeah, I would just leave. Leave with 2 championships under my belt. I played 2 years, got 2 championships, and I'm gone. I'm out of here. Crazy things going on, Bishop. So first and foremost,
No, I'm saying out this piece. You saying you leave?
Yeah, I'm out this joint. Like I'm out of here. But you know, what I'm saying don't listen to me because actually I would stay in school. Stay in school, kids. Michigan, right? Jim Harbaugh out of Michigan. Michigan, the University of Michigan is looking at being hit with 5 infractions in recruiting. 4 level 2s and 1 level 1 infraction. So they ask, and Bishop, let me know what you would do. I'm going to ask you a question. So with these infractions, they haven't said exactly what happened, but it's a recruiting infraction. And with these infractions, what is happening is Coach Harbaugh has, they said that he is not cooperating with the investigation because they said it could be easy. They could go ahead and let it be taken care of and locked out. All he has to do is admit that he performed the infractions, and they could go ahead and move forth. No longer having to have no longer. All right, no problem, Kyle, man. Set it up. We got you, bro.
Yeah, just let us know when.
The infractions. All he has to do is come out and say, yes, you know what I'm saying? I did this. You know what I'm saying? I take responsibility on. Guess what Harbaugh is saying?
What?
I cannot recall or recollect the situation which you're talking about. So the in-state.
So what is?
I think
what is the infraction?
What was it? It was a recruitment infraction. So I guess they probably
from this last year or
I'm not
previous
sure
year.
how. I think it was previous years or probably last year. But so what's going on is basically I'm presuming. I think did I read about this one already? I think is he basically had contact with a player before
time he was
before the time frame or in a resting period. They continue to
I feel like I remember something like that. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, so that's what basically is a fraction. And so now, like I said before, it was supposedly 4 level 2 infractions, which don't carry too much of a fine or anything that, or don't carry too much punishment. But with a level 1 infraction, it's a completely different. He can be suspended for a number of games or whatever case like that. Of course, they can sit up and get some. The university gets infractions as well for no command, no control of the institutional control. What's good, Coach Richardson? How you doing, sir?
Up, Coach Rich? What's up?
One day we're going to have to get Coach back on to talk about his ranking because people is wilding over the rankings in which the NBMT puts out. So we're going to have to talk about that at some point once again. But yeah, so they're wilding, bro. They're wilding to talk about he's like basically saying like I don't know what you're talking about. I don't recall. I don't remember what happened. That's basically what Coach Harbaugh was saying. In which they said is holding up. So how I see it is, in my opinion, Coach Harbaugh is probably like, you know what? I'm going to leave this piece next year anyway. It's going to take at least a year for y'all to figure this out. By the time y'all figure it out, I've been left the NCAA already, and I won't have to face that infraction. I'll be in the NFL somewhere. I think that might be his plan going forth, because when he had to happen, he'll have to serve a couple of game suspensions, which of course can be detrimental. But now with him not cooperating, as they say, he wouldn't probably have to face an infraction till next year, 2024.
Right.
So I ask you, Bishop, would you keep that same energy? You'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You better bring me some proof. You better show me with me a recording.
We jog your memory.
Yep. Yeah. My memory bad. I'm gonna be talking, man. I've been
good,
telling
sis?
what's
Good
going on,
morning to
Johnny?
you.
What's good? What's good? I'm gonna be honest. I'll be like, yo, I don't recall that. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot going on. Was that during COVID? Because I couldn't tell you. If it was during COVID, I don't remember none of that from COVID. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I mean, I ain't mad at him.
In other conversations, I know there's something y'all ain't got to worry about in the Pac-12, in the Big 12, in the Big 12 anymore. Kendall Briles has been moved from Arkansas as offensive coordinator I guess y'all do still have to worry about it. Y'all don't have to worry about it in Arkansas now y'all have to worry about it in TCU, as he has been taken on as a new offensive coordinator for them Horned Frogs. Well, maybe I don't, because Max Dugan ain't there anymore. So y'all might get some reprieve. Y'all might actually be able to win something. Oh, you know what I brought up the other day, Bishop?
Oh, we shooting daggers. Okay, all right.
No, I ain't shooting a dagger. I was just saying a couple of things I thought about. You wasn't on the show. You didn't come out there, but I have to keep in mind a perspective. Perspective is my new word for the year. It's my word for the year. Perspective. I said that Oklahoma was going to go 6-6. I said that. I said that San Francisco was due to go 12. Was due to go. What did I say? I did. I said they was only gonna lose. I did say they was only gonna lose 3 games of the year. I did say that. You was like, "You crazy? You crazy?"
Was it 3 games? And y'all
Yes.
and y'all end up losing how many?
We ended up losing what?
5?
4? No,
Wait.
3. We went. Yeah,
No,
we
y'all ain't
lost
no
3.
12-3.
We went 12-3. Right now we're 14-3. I mean, right now we're
No, Trey.
No, we went. Yes, I got it right here.
Hold on, I'm finna tell you right now. Hold on. Y'all are not. Hold on. Y'all are not. Are y'all? Y'all 14-4.
Yeah, so we won 1 game, so we went 13. We went 13-4.
Okay.
We went 13-4. I did say that, but I was
also
wrong about y'all. I was wrong about y'all.
Don't forget about that. Where you say, don't forget about that.
I was wrong about y'all. I was wrong about y'all. I was wrong about no, I was not wrong about Aaron Rodgers, even though he almost. I guess I could say
you was wrong about you. You wasn't
I
wrong
was
about
wrong
Aaron.
about I was wrong about Patrick Mahomes.
You was wrong about Tyreek Hill.
No, how was I wrong about?
Oh no,
Tyreek
you
Hill?
not wrong about you was wrong about Tua Tagovailoa though. You was wrong about him.
No, I was. So we got to take in consideration that we can't afford the opportunity. He was injured, but before he got injured, he was clicking on all cylinders.
He was not.
What?
He was not.
Come on, bruh.
You was wrong about
What else? Wasn't too much I was
Patrick
wrong
Mahomes.
about. Patrick Mahomes I was wrong about.
It was somebody else too. Oh, you was wrong about Tom Brady too.
So I would say that because Tom Brady threw for over 4,000 yards.
He did.
But we're gonna get into some
reference
to that. Yeah, we're gonna get into something about that as well.
He was like, he ain't gonna make the playoffs either.
So of course, yes, it's a hot topic. 60 teams competing for only 16 spots. Yeah, it's a very hot topic. Of course, you know what I'm saying.
Where's it a hot topic at, Trey?
If you go to the when we get off or when you get a chance throughout the day, go to the National Military Basketball Tournament Facebook page, and where he posts the top 25.
That's where all the heat at. That's where all the heat rounds at. Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Subjective, because he says it's a subjective thing. There's no real way, because I was like, you know what? If the more and more we get into it, we need to start dropping rankings. You know what I'm saying? To sit up and take some of the heat off these coordinators and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and give it so that way they get some reprieve. But yeah, he's taking a lot of heat for it. But like you said, it's hard because you have some people. There's no league that just sits like how the NCAA and all that type of sits. There's nothing that just sits there. You have different factions, and with those different factions, you have a difference of opinions. And which that's something else which I want to engage and stuff like that. Because why isn't it that it can't be under one umbrella? Why is it all the division at in-state? I mean, so you know what I'm saying. But of course, that's a conversation for another time. It might be even a conversation behind closed doors. But definitely, but yeah. So, but yeah, that's what's going on with the in college. Like he's basically. So I had thought about that, but Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying, once they actually y'all are the schedules are already out for the most part for Ward College, but Deion Sanders,
boy, them cats leaving. They quarterback just left. He's like, I'm out. They flipping. They gone. He's like, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all.
He just took a whole. He took, of course, Travis Hunter, his number one ranked overall and top rated cornerback last year. This year, he flips the number one recruit, number one cornerback in the nation from Miami. So now he has the 2022 top corner and 2023 top corner playing for him. His son, both sons flipped, left Jackson State.
Both of them end up going to Colorado?
Yeah, I think the what's the safety? I think he left as well.
Okay.
So both of them there. The kicker, I think it was a tight end or a corner or a linebacker that left there, and of course it continued to build through the portal. So Deion is doing things. I don't know how long it's gonna take to turn around there, but he's making it do what he do.
Yeah. You can't knock him. I mean, he got to do what I saw that. I think it was yesterday, day before that the quarterback had left. I said, Deion they just leaving. They just leaving. They say Deion's bringing an entourage over.
He said he's coming, and it's Louis.
Yeah, he bringing an entourage over there to Colorado. So they ain't like everybody like, I'm out, man. Yeah, man, we ain't finna play. You know what it sounds like? You know what it reminds me of? Now that I think about it, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Remember the Titans. Remember when he got there and all the kids were talking about they leaving? Everybody was talking about, I'm gone. Coach, if you going, I'm going. And remember that? That's what it reminds me of.
Yes, sir.
Remember the Titans. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
So Coach Cal said he doesn't see Colorado next to too many 4- and 5-star athletes. So why? So that's a good point you bring up, Coach Cal. So I asked, why is it that these players are flipping? Why is it it Deion and his prowess of what he did in the NFL, or is he actually a good coach and a good recruiter? Like, what is the reasons you would think, Bishop?
To be honest, bro, I'm gonna look at it as though some people, I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys probably did their homework. These and when I say guys, I'm talking about the kids looked and probably paid attention to all the things in which he done over at Jackson State, and they not ready for that type of stuff. They're not ready for that. They're not prepared to embark on something as such. So that's just why I feel like that's why I just feel like he has a stellar. He does. He really does. And so I think that's the reason why people are leaving,
because he has ties to the next staff or the next level.
Yeah. And I think that's just me. That's why I just think people just saying, you know what, I ain't finna. No, I'm going somewhere else. I'm not gonna play. I'm not gonna just like remember the Titans, bro. Just like it.
But remember when he came into Colorado, he stated that some of y'all ain't cutting the mustard, and some of y'all, he's like, y'all might as well go ahead and get in the transfer portal now. He stated that. And he said, if you're not ready to work, you know what I'm saying, all these things, you might as well go ahead and go now. So I mean, he came out with that because he said he's bringing some people with him. He said he messed up and said that he already named his son as the next quarterback, but then he, you know what I'm saying, he called himself in the same breath. It's like he's gonna have to work for it. It's not gonna be easy. So it's not to say that Shedeur isn't, but is Shedeur a Division I quarterback?
We gonna see, because a lot of people have that has been the question at hand since he's been out in Jackson State because he's put up phenomenal numbers.
Mhm.
You know, his touchdown to interception ratio is crazy. Like that, this is the opportunity to see because everybody has been like wondering, like, why wasn't he in the conversation for Heisman, things of that nature. So this is gonna tell. This is truly gonna tell. Is it he was good because he was in an HBCU, or is he truly a good
Is he
quarterback?
a good quarterback?
Yeah. So we about to see.
And
He's
which you
one of the
don't
few
want to take
coaches left.
anything away from him, but of course, like you said,
Right.
it brings the question. All he has to
Right.
do is answer the question through his play. It's going to
Right.
be a different ball game, of course. You're going to see it's going to probably be some growing pains. No one's going to. I mean, of course, people are going to vilify him if he comes out and isn't just successful off the rip. But of course, he's going to have to grow into it. He gets 12 games during the regular or during one season. After that, he has 1 year remaining, and if he just stays another year, he might come back and be able to prove him different because he's had that experience of playing all Division I talent.
Yeah. You know his son's starting. Yeah, that's what he just said. Yeah, they've already said they are dubbing him the next Cordell Stewart. That's the last quarterback that they had out of there that did some things, and he possibly could be that. He possibly could be that. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. He could possibly be that. He could possibly be that dude, man. I'm not gonna lie. Man, we
So,
talk sports all the time, Trey. We do, right? We talk sports all the time.
yes,
This is
sir.
what this show is about. And I know y'all have heard about this sport. And I just want to know your thoughts, man. This is something we never spoke about it before on here, but we've seen. I think it was just last week I showed y'all about keeping the balloon off the ground, something that we used to do as a childhood thing. Don't let the balloon touch the ground. And I showed you a video that it's actually a sport.
They had nationals in Las Vegas
And all of
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah, and they got obstacles in. They got a car. It was a couch and all types of. They got a maneuver around to try and stop the other person from allowing the balloon to hit the ground. Excuse me. This sport right here has been around for a minute. And it's not getting it's getting some limelight, but not a lot of limelight. But this is what's in question and why. I'm gonna show y'all this, and y'all just bear with me where I'm going with this.
Slap. Yeah, TBS.
TBS. Now watch. This sport, he's in that posture right there. That is
Sweet.
bad. That's a posture that my wife says you don't ever want to be in.
That's
9
the
times
posture
out of
that
10.
Tube was in when he after
Right.
that hit.
They even got the women doing it.
Sleep.
She ain't sleep, but watch her. This is straight concussion type stuff. Look, bloop. Like, bro, pow. Now we just talked about him. Look like he might be trying to go to a whole new sport with this. We just talked about him,
Dana
power
White.
slap
It's
on
been
TBS.
around. Yeah, so it's so during my the research and talking about the situation with Dana White and him being caught quote unquote assaulting his wife on camera while in Mexico over the week. That was why TBS was one of the people in which he had to go talk to their brass, because Power Slap is a UFC initiative or a Dana White initiative
Oh, is
that
it?
they have. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
So
know that. I
yeah,
should have
so that
known when I saw him. I should have
that's
known.
why, yeah. So when you say as you were saying, I was like, I bet he's about to do Power Slap. So yeah, it's yeah. That's I sympathize. Like, man, do you want?
So
I
that's
couldn't
gonna
do
be
nothing
his
like that.
outlet.
Yeah.
Being that they trying to get him up out of UFC, he's gonna fall back on this.
I don't know. Maybe not, because TBS is one of his partners. So they might, if UFC be like, well, we don't want you on as a CEO anymore, or whatever case like that, then the TBS might do the same. ESPN might do the same. It remains to be seen. It hasn't been any real movement in reference to it of late. But of course, people are calling for him to be removed and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Different
Absolutely.
organizations. So
Right.
Last night, Bishop,
there
was a huge game, or toutedly huge game, in the NBA, as they played in Paris.
Oh, really? They had
Yeah,
Paris
they had a
game?
game in Paris. Yeah, they had a game in Paris last night. The Chicago Bulls and the Detroit Pistons faced off, as the Detroit Pistons being the home team. It was a large following on hand. Magic Johnson was there. Um,
What?
yeah, it was almost like an All-Star game for what Commissioner Silver said. In that case, even Victor Wembanyama, who was expected to be the number one draft pick this coming draft,
Mm-hmm.
was present watching the game in which Detroit gave it all they could, but just wasn't enough. The Chicago's Bulls get the W, winning 126-108 in a winning effort. Zach LaVine dropped 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Nikola Vucevic, a double-double, 16 points, 15 rebounds, 6 assists. DeMar DeRozan, 26 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. 10 points from Kobe White, 12 points from Derrick Jones Jr. Alex Caruso contributed with 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 10.6 rebounds, and 2 assists from Patrick Williams. Ayo Damasu, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. And Goran Dragic, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Of course, for the Detroit Pistons, they were led by Bojan Bogdanovic's 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 16 points apiece from Jaden Ivey and Sadiq Bey. 7 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists from Isaiah Stewart. 17 points on Hamadayu. Diallo, Jaden Duren with a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Killian Hayes, 4 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist on the night. As you see the screen now, that with that game, of course, the Chicago Bulls improved to 21-24 in the year, getting closer to the NBA break. Detroit Pistons fall 12-36 as one of the underachieving teams, I guess you could say, at this part in the league. As you see,
Yeah, he caught a body.
Who's that? Williams? Yeah.
He caught a body.
Oh, that's Derrick Jones. But yeah, so
it looks like it was a sold out crowd. It looked like they sell out the arena wherever it was. I mean, in Paris, it looked like they sold out the arena. I mean, I don't see an empty seat nowhere.
Do you think he'll be that's like the same player, isn't it, Coach Cal? Could he go along with Doncic? Could you LaVine and Doncic? I don't think that would be a good pairing. I don't think that would be a good pairing.
Wilson, Hardaway, Josh Green in 2028 first rounder. Okay. LaVine to the Mavs.
Yeah, that's 2 ball dominant players.
Is LaVine ball dominant though?
Yeah, I think it works for him because DeMar DeRozan is willing to give the ball up. He can get a bucket and has to respect the ref's whistle in the fourth. True, but he had to respect Luka Doncic to give him the ball, to give him the pill in the fourth.
Right.
I don't know. I think that's just 2 ball dominant. That's 2 ball dominant guards, even though Luka could be a 3. But yeah, that would be 2 ball dominant guards.
They run fast pace.
Or maybe it do work. Maybe it just cuts into Luka will pass. I was about to say will pass it.
If the double team comes.
If the double comes. Correct. That works for that in that aspect. I don't know. I just don't think that would be a good pairing.
You don't think it would be a good pairing? LaVine and Luka?
LaVine and Luka. I don't know who would be a good pairing with Luka, honestly. At this point, I don't know who. As long as Dallas is a team, I don't know who could come in at this point in his career and come in and be a good pairing with him to where I think it always has to be someone who delegates down to Luka as opposed to someone that
Ivy took him off the dribble. Good Lord.
Okay. Well, that part, anyway, patience is the key.
Anybody that can shoot it and is patient. Yeah.
Patient is the key.
Yeah.
And they got to play defense because Coach Kidd was plenty hot last week. Of course, in other games last night, the top-ranked Eastern Conference champions, Boston Celtics, hosted the Golden State Warriors. First time Golden State coming back since taking care of business against the Boston Celtics on their home floor as the game went to overtime. But Boston was victorious, winning 121-118. With the win, Boston continues their onslaught on the East, 34-12. The Golden State Warriors fall 22-23. I think this puts them in the 10th spot now. They're currently barely holding on, but they would be in the play-in had it started. In the losing effort, Steph Curry's 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Jordan Poole, 24.6 rebounds, 4 assists. Klay Thompson, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists from Andrew Wiggins. 11 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists from Draymond Green. 1 assist short of a triple-double. Kevin Looney, 2 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist from Anthony Lamb. And Dante DiVincenzo, 6 points, 3 rebounds on the night. For the Celtics, that man again, Jason Tatum, 34 points, 19 rebounds, 6 assists. Jaylen Brown, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Al Horford, 20 points, 10 rebounds. Marcus Smart, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And Malcolm Brogdon, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, as they have 6 players in double figures. Grant Williams and Luke Cornett contribute with 2 points apiece. Derek White, 1.3 assists on the night. As it was a pretty close game, actually. The only separation, basically, the difference was made in what seems to be the fourth quarter, as Boston outscored the Golden State Warriors by 7 points, which made the difference because Golden State was actually up by 6 points.
Curry on skates, bro? I feel like he just puts Curry on skates, bro. Y'all help me out and tell me. I feel like he just put Curry on skates, bro. Hold on, let me go back to it. I feel like he just put Curry on skates. Let's see. It was that far back. I feel like he put right here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, he kind of got him on skates. Yeah, he got him on skates.
So yes, definitely the difference was made in the fourth quarter as Boston overcame a 6-point deficit at the time in the fourth. We go on to win, outscore them by 15 points in the in OT, giving them the win 121-118.
Which is a good matchup, which is a good definitely called for a good game. We're talking about two teams that obviously Steph played. Did Klay play? Yeah, Klay out there.
Yes, he did. He had 24 points.
I really don't like the physique of this new Draymond Green, and the Golden State got to lick their wounds and come off of James Wiseman. Trade him for another big. Wiseman may need to go to San Antonio. Okay. Feel where you coming from?
Why is it that you're not feeling his psyche, Coach Cal? What do you think is wrong with his mindset? You think what's the I got to say the peril. What's the you think is the issue with his new thought? What's good, Applewhite? Yeah, come on, bring your butt on this morning.
yeah. 49ers. Good morning, Rich AP. What's good, man?
Another game, of course, last night that was on a pretty close one. In this case, the Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Timberwolves faced off against was the host of the Toronto Raptors, getting the W 128-126 in the losing effort. The Raptors, Scotty Barnes led the field with 29 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Fred VanVleet, another 20-point night, 25 points.
You going again?
Man, what the hell? What is going on, bro? Come on.
So we the Raptors and the Timberwolves go at it as the Raptors wait a minute. Yeah, the Raptors and the Timberwolves. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know why for a hot second I'm looking at it and I'm like, why does that look like Dallas? But that's not Dallas. That's the Timberwolves. Like, for a hot second, I was like, that's the wrong game I got up. But no, it was the Raptors and the Raptors and the Raptors and the Timberwolves, with the Timberwolves winning 128-126, putting the Timberwolves at 23-24, and putting the Toronto Raptors at 20-26. The Raptors scoring with Scotty Barnes had 29 points. OJ And Anunoby, he had 15 points, eight boards. Pascal Siakam had 13 points, 7 boards, and 9 assists. Was assists away from a double and 3 rebounds away from a triple double. Gary Trent had 18 points, 2 rebounds. Fred Van Vliet had 1 rebound. He did have a double with 10 assists and 25 points. And then you had Achua, who had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And then for the Timberwolves had McDaniels had 18.7 7 rebounds, 1 assist. Kyle Anderson had 20 points with a double, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Nas Reed had 5.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Anthony Edwards, 23 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. D'Angelo Russell, 25 points, 1 rebound, 6 assists. And then you had Jalen Noel, 13 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. As I over the Raptors. Mad shouts out to the Timberwolves for getting that W, man. On last night, made for a great game, I'm sure. I don't know, man. Both of these teams is fighting. I feel like trying to get back in it. Everybody is trying to fight back and get back in it. Trying to get themselves in a good position right before the All-Star break, because as we stated once before, myself and Trey, when the All-Star break hits, it's like the second half of the season, and it's kind of like a start over. Everybody trying to find their way and get themselves back on track after the All-Star break. It's like everybody trying to get their legs back fresh and everything. Ooh, let's go with the finish. I don't know if it's the coach, they're non-steady, PG D'Angelo, or just the city, but Minnesota is rarely consistent. They have a roster from the outside in that looks capable of beating anyone. You're right. The Timberwolves, they do. It's just I don't know. I feel like Calvin, they still trying to figure it out, because they do. You would think they would be doing better than what they're doing, but I don't know, man. I don't know. We just got to see.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my damn camera. But okay, I don't know what's wrong with my camera, but
okay. Sometimes you have to unplug it and plug it back in for whatever reason. It does that. I don't know why it does that. Sometimes the camera, sometimes you have to unplug it and plug it back in, because it looks like it's not recognizing it or whatever.
It's not even on right now. It's because it's an internal camera, so I don't know, because I don't know what's going on. I'll have to fix it after the show, or check it after the show. But so we're gonna continue to see Trey as looking for
the Warriors, Grizz, and Nuggets, and Utah Timberwolves still pretenders. I feel you, Rich AP. They just they have a great deal of talent, man. Like I said, I feel like they still just trying to figure it out when it's all said and done.
I wonder what's going to go on when Cat comes back. Like they're playing without a Cat.
Yeah, that's true. The big Cat ain't out there. That's true.
Yeah, he's not out there. They're winning games without him.
Should not be put in that category. Ooh, he said Utah shouldn't be in that category. You're right.
Y'all think Utah's pretenders? I don't know.
I don't think Utah's a pretender. No, I think that's what Calvin's saying. They're
they're overachieving.
Yeah, they're overachieving. Yeah, I don't think they should deserve to be in there either. I agree with you on that, Cal. I totally agree with you on that, 100%. But like I said, what was I saying?
The Nuggets. I mean, the Minnesota Vikings. Timberwolves.
Timberwolves. They came out with the sneak the dub, almost putting them at 500. Like I said, they're 24. They were almost at 500. I'm sure they're trying to get at 500 right before the All-Star break. They still got a couple more months. Not a couple months, but a couple more weeks.
Yeah, a
couple more weeks before the All-Star break, and then like I said, we go into the All-Star break, and then, like I said, it seems like the clock starts over for all the teams. You get it right.
So, of course, another game from last night, the Philadelphia 76ers faced off against Portland in Portland, where the 76ers get the dub, winning 105-95. With that win, the Philadelphia 76ers improved to 29-16. The Portland Trailblazers fall to 21-24. You know what? The Portland is doing quiet work over there. You won't hear much about Chauncey Billups, like he is the head coach for the Portland Trailblazers. But we don't hear too much about him. Of course, in the winning effort, the 76ers, Joel Embiid, 32 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists on the night. Triple-double from James Harden, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. Tyrese Maxey with 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. 9 points from George Niang. Matisse Thybulle, 2 points, 1 rebound. 5.6 rebounds from Montrezl Harrell. Shake Milton contributed 10 points, 1 rebounds, and 2 assists. Tobias Harris, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist, and PJ Tucker with 2 rebounds and 1 assist on the night. The Trailblazers was led by Dame Lillard, 25 points, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 24 points from Jeremy Grant, 4 points, 11 rebounds from Nusif Nurkic. Josh Hart contributed with 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. 10 points from Nasir Little. 6.6 rebounds from Drew Eubanks and Anthony Simon. 16 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists on the night. How long does Sacramento have to keep getting Dubs to be looked at as playoff threat? I think they are a playoff threat, Coach Cal.
Who, Utah?
No, not Utah. Well, Utah is a playoff threat too.
Yeah,
but I think what Sacramento is as well.
Oh, the Kings? You think they're a playoff threat?
Yeah, the Kings. I think, especially with the Sabonis, Dante Sabonis, in that connection. Yeah, yeah, and then you got to think they have Coach Brown there. He's been in that situation before, so it's not like he's a rookie coach who's working and putting on. Like, he's been in the situation before, so I definitely think that they're a playoff threat. I see do well in the Heat is on the true that, but it's going to turn around as soon as they start to walk back in. They're probably going to start to have some issues. Coach Cal, so definitely, I agree with you in that aspect. What else we have? Last night's last game, of course. Bishop, what is up? Your man got ejected, thrown out because he said he was chirping at the referee last night. As Brooklyn falls yet again, losing 112 to 117, this time to the Phoenix Suns. In their efforts, Kyrie Irving dropped 30 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Nick Claxton, 20 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Joe Harris, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. A huge turnaround from what we see last time. 15 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists from Seth Curry. Cam Thomas with 15 points, 3 points, 1 rebound from TJ Warren. Ben Simmons, 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists before he was ejected in the third quarter. And Russell Neal, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. For the Suns, they were led by DeAndre's, Aiden's 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. They did get 28 points, 2 rebounds, and 9 assists from Mikal Bridges. Damian Lee, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists from Cameron Johnson. Sabin Lee, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Sabin Lee was a dude that was Ja Morant was talking about the other night, couldn't guard him. Dario Saric, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and Torrey Craig's 2 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, all with the losing efforts. Basically, that's another one down, Bishop, as Brooklyn is without KD and expected to be without him into the fifth row.
Yes, sir. Ooh, Kyrie with the dish.
Oh, big man ball.
Yeah, get your weight up. Get in the gym. Get your weight up. What happened? Why did Ben get ejected?
He got called for a foul. He got called for his 5th foul.
Mm-hmm.
And when he basically what it was reported from ESPN this morning is that he was chirping, kept on going, talking to the referee, kept on talking, kept running, bumping his gums, and they hit him.
About the foul?
Yeah, he got he got hit with it. So when they hit him, it was his second technical of the night, and that's what they got him ejected.
Claxton was balling. How many points Claxton had?
Claxton had 10 points, 15 points, 16 points.
Blocks.
Yeah. 20 points. 20 points, 11 rebounds.
Okay, I was about to say he
double.
Yeah, Claxton. Look at him. He is balling. I see, like he had a game.
He tried to pick up the slack. Oh.
Ooh, look. Like Claxton is everywhere, bro.
Bro, you should not see that type of play from your center. Like,
yeah. But in actuality, if you don't really pay attention, at some point you almost think it's KD because he's almost built like KD. the way it looked, I mean, he's not shooting the pill or nothing like KD, but you almost think that's KD because of the way, you know what I'm saying, his build. But I mean, he had a pretty good game. I mean, it is what it is. I'm looking for this ejection though. I'm trying to find out what happened. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I heard what
bumping
you said, but
his gums.
and got him ejected. Was that his second technical though? He got ejected for. He must have been saying some foul stuff to him or something.
So I think he had already had a technical earlier in the game.
Okay.
And so at that point when that came about, it was his tech. It was the next one.
Okay. Yeah. Clayton
Claxton.
been balling. He meant to
Claxton. About Claxton,
been balling out. Yeah, he has.
So technically, a lot also has been going on in the aspects of the in that aspect because a lot of people, basically a lot of injuries. Mavericks being locked in for 2025. Yikes! He's locked in until 2025. And you know what? That's funny you say that, Coach Cal. Bishop, being you a fan of the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
What is your at this point? What is your feeling on being? I know last year not so much because he really ain't play. He came in, but y'all traded for him. Y'all traded James Harden, right?
Right.
What is your feeling right now as a Brooklyn Nets fan to what Ben has shown so far in the fact of y'all traded James Harden away to get him? And
he's not panning out to what I figured.
What y'all was getting.
Yeah, I really don't. I feel like, but again, what I will say, I feel like a part of it to me, is I feel like he needs to. How can I say it? I get that he's all the mental things he had going on and stuff like that. So I get it. So a part of me just feels like I'm hoping the second half he'll be all right. I'm hoping the second half he'll be all right. In my personal opinion, I feel like that coming after. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
After coming back after you unplugged it and plugged it back up.
No, I just went into the settings and it somehow it had switched to a camera. Like I run Mac. Like I'm a Mac guy. I'm an Apple guy. So somehow it switched to an external camera that's not connected, and so I just went back. I went to the settings to see, and it was there you go, our cam. Because I was like, why is it searching for a phone? I have an external camera. But yeah, but I'm sorry. What you were saying that?
No, so I found the tech or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like I'm hoping that that let me see. So this is the foul. Okay. He moved. He did. But okay, I want to see.
So he got called for his fifth, and he was on the sideline running his mouth. Got rid of him right there. He already knew what it was,
bruh. But golly, like I don't know. Like I couldn't read his lips to see what he was saying, but
it really don't seem like he was saying. Do you think it was the point where he said you trash or something?
Bruh. Like we can't hear what he's saying. I don't think. Now let me see. I don't think.
Like, let me see. He tried to get there a point. Try to get there. Yeah, he said, "Hey,
hey." I know he said, "Hey there," but I'm. Oh no, that's commentating. Yeah, and it's a foul. It's a foul. It's a clear foul. But I'm just trying to see.
He was bumping his gums. When he went and sat down, he kept on bumping his gums. See, yeah.
He said something right there, and
like
that's what got him ejected. Yeah,
he probably said you trash.
But that's not worth getting ejected for.
If you on the bench and you talking, you still bumping your gums.
That ain't. You calling the ref trash? That's not an ejectable offense.
Y'all control the game, correct?
We do control the game, but it's not. Come on, it ain't like he called him out his name. It's not like he called him out his name. You know what I'm saying? It's just I get it, but that's a bit far stretch for me. But go ahead. But I'm hoping Ben. He's definitely not what we expected him to. He's definitely not doing what we expected him to do coming into Brooklyn. I do hope things change during after the All-Star break, and he figures out something and things move on from there. But yeah, he's definitely not a fair. It wasn't a fair trade at this point. Hopefully, he'll come into himself. Things will get better. He'll figure it out, and we'll move on from there. But we'll see.
You know what? I would be a savage referee too. I'm like, oh really? Yeah, talk that ish from the locker room.
You maybe you don't need to be a ref, bro.
I'll be teching people up.
See,
Oh, what?
Look, see, you just ready. Look, you already talking about taking it. You ain't even.
I wouldn't even sit up. As a matter of fact, I ain't even talking. I'm that whistle.
You said probably call him a wanker.
I'm blowing. I ain't even talking. My whistle. They gonna know my
on the court. I know, right, Calvin? That's the thing. Dre and Luka call him trash on the court. They do.
And they get teased up too.
Yeah,
but they know to shut up when they get to that sideline.
Draymond do. I ain't seen Luka get teed up for nothing. I ain't seen Luka get teed. I ain't seen Luka get teed up, and he be going at him. I ain't never seen Luka get teed up. Yeah, Draymond definitely Draymond definitely gets teed up.
I wouldn't say a word. It'd be all you hear is whistle. He's like, do he even have a voice? Brr, brr. It's like I'm a drum major. He's like, you gonna you know the army how we do parades in the army. It ain't no talking, it ain't no commands, it's straight trumpet. I'll be that person. You already know, like oh my goodness. Yeah, that's probably good.
You silly.
Oh my goodness. So, but like I was saying, right? Mavericks are currently going to have some more woes. Their center, Christian Wood, is probably expected to be sidelined a little bit with a broken thumb. So he's basically their second scorer to help facilitate the wins with Luka. Now that Christian Wood is out, one of two things is going to happen. Even they're going to fall further, or Luka's going to start dropping 50-point nights because now he got to pick up that slack. So one or two things got to happen. He said trade him. You don't like Christian Wood? Christian Wood, I think, is nice. And then of course, on Knicks center. Robinson is going to be out 3 weeks as he has a fractured finger as well. 2 fractured thumbs, 2 different. Oh, Kleber, yeah, that's right. Kleber's out. They said they expect him back in a couple of weeks due to the fact that he's because he had hamstring surgery or something like that, a strained hamstring surgery. So definitely a lot going on in that case. So more, of course, we keep a lookout. More to be seen when it comes down to the NBA. Of course, some games going on tonight, a slate of 9 games. The Pelicans face off against the Magic. He said Wood would be a ball stopper and it doesn't fit well with us despite the push. He makes it seem like a match made in heaven in the media. I like Woods. Ever since he was in Houston, I was like, okay, Christian Wood. I wanted him in LA. The Knicks will be hosted by the Atlanta Hawks. The Dallas Mavericks, before we just talked about, host the Miami Heat in Dallas. The Cleveland Cavaliers will be hosting the Warriors. He's talented. Yes, sir. He's talented, definitely. Underrated, I think. The San Antonio Spurs will host the Los Angeles Clippers, who are most likely going to be without Kawhi Leonard, maybe even Paul George, so that could be an easy win for the San Antonio Spurs. The Utah Jazz host the Nets, another easy win for the Jazz. Why you look like that, bro? I wasn't even looking at the screen, and then I looked at my field. Your eyes like peering through me.
I can't say nothing right now. We can't. We can't beat Killeen High School. So
the Denver Nuggets face off against the Indiana Pacers. The Los Angeles Lakers. Let's go. Let's break that win streak.
Lose tonight to the
Let's break that win streak.
No, nope, not gonna happen.
Let's break the win streak.
Ja is gonna put LeBron on a highlight film.
Oh, stop playing.
Y'all heard it here first. Ja is going to tune in. Ja is going to put LeBron on a highlight film.
That ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
I was about to say Ja wouldn't, but yes, Ja would. He probably looking. He's like, I want to put LeBron on it.
Oh man, once he put LeBron on the highlight reel, it's a wrap. Y'all can cancel Christmas.
Not tonight. Here you go. Tonight, yes. We're gonna take care of Memphis tonight. And then San Francisco gonna take care of Dallas on Sunday.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Sacramento Kings face off against
Really?
hot streaking OKC Thunder. OKC is doing their job. It's like Chet Holmgren, who we expected to be probably a possibility, a problem once he was out. It's like he don't even make a difference.
Mm.
Minnesota is doing they're doing their thing. This will be an easy win no matter the score, and it would turn bronze chasing Kareem being the main thing. Just y'all wait. That's what everyone expects. Memphis is just going to run roughshod over the Lakers because we don't have any Anthony Davis. We don't have Lonnie Walker. We don't have Austin Reeves. We're missing 3 rotation of very key players. LeBron's going to drop 60 tonight.
Man, get out of here.
He's dropping 60 tonight.
Steve Kerr will lead Team USA in the 2020 Paris Summer Olympics.
It's crazy how fast the Olympics came back around, huh?
Well, because they skipped 20, remember?
No, they had it, but they skipped a year because they waited a year to do it because of the COVID year.
What I'm saying, they skipped. You might as well say they skipped it. They skipped 20 because they did it in 21. So yes, it's back on us so quick. Yeah.
And then next year is in LA.
What's in LA?
I mean, the Olympics are in LA in 2028. The next Olympics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's back in the States, but it's going to be in Los Angeles, where it all began.
Too bad y'all won't be in it. I mean, not y'all won't be in it, but yeah. Okay.
Getting into where we really need to get into because
that part.
All the talking, all this bumping of the gums.
Let's go.
Is about to be all out. First and foremost, it's crazy, Bishop. Why is it? We keep on having the conversation. I think we're gonna have it until the next season begins. Why are all the coordinators being the scapegoats? All the coordinators, bruh. Defensive and offensive coordinators are being fired.
But first of all, you heard that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fired
Brian Leftwich.
Nine.
Oh, they fired 9? I didn't know it was 9.
9 coach on their coaching staff. 9 people got fired. Tom Brady. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that's what it says, Tom Brady. So, but, bruh,
that's all I'm gonna say.
There's got to be some. I mean, I guess maybe it is. I was about to say there's got to be somebody watching and looking and be like, okay, let's look at this consideration. They should do stuff like how they do things in Detroit. They take a comprehensive look and recognize like there's factors. And it's like, should these people be fired or lose their jobs due to certain things? You had the Dolphins fired their defensive coordinator after 3 seasons. At one point, the Dolphins had a top-rated defense within them 3 years. Like, he's just became trash at this time frame. The offensive coordinator from the Ravens, Greg Roman, has resigned due to declining results. Maybe for Greg Roman because maybe he just wasn't with the times on, and maybe he's the hindrance for Lawrence. Who else got fired? But of course, like I said, Byron Leftwich. He was just looked at a head coach. He gave up coaching the Jaguars to come back to Tampa. And then gets fired the next year all of a sudden.
Yep, that part.
The Vikings fired their defensive coordinator, Donatell, for an early playoff exit. Like really? Like, this is what we're doing. Like, so back to Tampa. Todd Bowles, Byron Leftwich, or Tom Brady's fault, or a little of the same. What do you think?
I think it's Tom Brady.
That was the reason for all the people.
I think Tom Brady. Yeah, I think Tom Brady was like, man, yeah, look, this is my worst season. I done had it in a minute. I need some changes. If y'all want me to stay here in Tampa Bay, I need some changes to be made. Which is crazy. He won the Super Bowl with those same coaches.
Well, except for Bruce Arians.
Well, Bruce Arians, yeah. But, I mean, like, he still had Byron Leftwich as his offensive coordinator, though.
The same dude for the last 3 years.
Right.
They've been to the playoffs 3 years in a row, and 3 years in a row, so Byron Leftwich has been there.
The offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Or it could be a thing. It could be like, yo, we just going to go ahead. There's no coming back. We just going to fire you. So you're saying we're gonna fire you. You need to go somewhere else. Fired. That could be
Far. You're far.
Because I don't see
Fired
that
the
has
water,
to
like
be it. I don't
they
see
up
any
there doing
other,
him like the water boy. You're fired.
I don't see any other reason or that they would have to fire except for they're firing, so they're forcing him out, like how birds push their youth out the nest. Like you go, oh, you don't want to learn to fly here. You ain't got no choice now. Maybe that's what they're doing to Byron Leftwich, because I don't see any other reason. Like even in the down season, Byron Leftwich, Tom Brady had over 4,000 yards passing.
Facts.
Like it, so it has to be something deeper than that, in my opinion.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it could have been though.
Is that Brady the main? Oh, Coach Kyle says Brady, and mainly due to his age and not wanting to hang in the pocket anymore. Everyone is still protecting the L. And Bishop, I think you said it the other day. Like you don't think the coordinators should be the scapegoat for head coaches. Do you think the head coach should go before the coordinators, or do you think it should be the coordinators then the head coach?
I feel like like I said the other day, I think it's on the individual responsibility. If you not doing your job in your perspective position, that's who should go. In my personal opinion, that's who should go. If you're not holding it down in your perspective position, that's who should go. And then if it's so many positions, then now it's down to the head coach. If all the offensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator,
you bring them in.
Yeah. Hey, and you ain't make no changes. All y'all,
it's like nah, bro. GM be like, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
All y'all got to go. So yeah.
Does Lamar Jackson
stay in Baltimore? Nope.
Stay in Baltimore.
Nope.
You're not. You wouldn't stay if you was him.
Why not? So look. So be honest, Trey. Who does he have?
He doesn't have anything.
Outside of
he doesn't have anything. I don't even outside of Andrews, Mark Andrews. That's it.
Mark Andrews.
And Mark Andrews is he's no Kelsey or Kittle. So
that's it. That's all he got. And without that, bro, you need that, man. You need that. You need that. You need that for him to be something. Because he had his best numbers when he had Hollywood Brown and all of that. You need that from Lamar, man. You need to give him something to work with. And you not giving him nothing to work with, bro, is just not right. It's not fair. And you hurting him. Like him not having nothing to work with is killing him. And trying to get the bag, because he ain't gonna be able to get the bag. He's gotta be able to produce. But if you ain't giving him nothing to produce with, what are you saying? Devernay, now I take that. Now Devernay's been hurt. He's been inconsistent. He's been hurt so much. Devernay has been hurt so much. And I feel like he needs another receiver outside of Mark Andrews. He needs another receiver to help to take some of the pressure off of Devernay, because Devernay is right now the guy that's probably his go-to outside of Mark. So that's just my opinion on him. But the thing is, he could probably go anywhere. Lamar could probably go anywhere. The problem is where he's going. Like, where is he going? Where is he going? Like, he has the potential to go anywhere, and I'm sure he wants to go somewhere that to a team who is competing to be either in the playoffs or in Super Bowl contention and stuff like that. So, come on, this man's athleticism. Like, who doesn't want that in their locker room? Who doesn't want that? Can he be injury prone? Of course, because of the type of player he is. But when it's all said and done, man, it's Lamar Jackson. Lamar needs to be smart and get an agent. Yes, Baltimore doesn't have enough promising future pieces to walk away from him. That part, bro. That part, bro. I totally agree with you. That part.
So, in-state, potential places that need signal callers: Carolina,
okay,
Houston,
okay,
Indianapolis, possibly Las Vegas, New Orleans, New York, Washington.
New
Then, of
York, who?
course,
Jets.
Jets. Yeah, the
Okay,
Jets.
and
Um,
Washington. Okay,
Washington Commanders.
yeah,
Maybe the Atlanta Falcons, depending on what's going on with Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers,
Mhm.
uh, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, possibly. Um, maybe New England, but I wouldn't say that just exactly. Tennessee Titans, maybe. I don't know. Would you put Tennessee in there?
yeah.
Uh,
You, any team that's questionable about their quarterback, bro, you definitely put them in the fold without question. What's going on, Irma? I haven't seen you in a while.
what's going on, Arnold? We're glad to have you
Good
information
morning.
with
Good
us.
morning to you. Good morning.
So, of course, some of those teams come because they're expected movers. Does Tom Brady move? Like, does
Mm-mm.
he move or does he retire? Like,
Mm-mm.
which one?
Not
You
with
don't
all
think
these.
either?
Well, not with all these firings. No. Mm-mm. Not if you believe he was behind a lot of those people getting fired. How does he move on from past that? Ravens are who they are and going to run the ball no matter who is the QB. They have always been a run first team.
Yeah, but they had technically their running back rooms are depleted. They had all their top three running backs was it's been like a carousel of running backs through Baltimore. So you have a potential mover in Tom Brady. Derek Carr. Do you think Derek Carr is still serviceable?
I definitely think he
You
gone.
don't think Derek in the right situation, Derek
Yeah,
Carr?
I think he gone. I think he gone. You can't come back after. You
Well,
can't
no, I'm
come back
saying
after.
just in general, like going anywhere else. You think he'll be serviceable anywhere else? He's not. Yeah, he's not going back to
Oh,
Oakland. He's not
yeah,
going
he's
back to
not going
Las
back to
Vegas. Yeah.
the Vegas. Yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, he possibly could go to a team that could be profitable with him, or not profitable, but could
Could
probably use.
win. Jimmy
Mhm.
Garoppolo.
I don't know. Jimmy with Jimmy, see, unlike some of these other ones, it's Jimmy's injury. Whether or not he can bounce back from his injury, that's what's going to be his biggest.
What about Ryan Tannehill?
Ryan Tannehill just ain't that dude to me.
No, I
Mm-mm.
like Ryan. I think I would take him as a backup.
Oh yeah, as a backup, yeah, yeah,
He's a great person to have when you're a backup. What
yeah.
about Jameis Winston and Andy Dalton? You think Andy's done?
Andy, Jameis can't stay on the field. For one, Jameis can do. He cannot stay on the field. I don't know what it is. Brady is about to retire. It's that time. I don't think Brady is coming back. His time is up when he throwing the ball in the ground. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, with all them firings in Tampa Bay, then all these new positions available. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like a part of that is because of Tom Brady. Denver better start looking at Carr or Jimmy G as a backup in case Russ can't snap back. Facts. 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 Yeah. I don't know, man.
And then you still got serviceable. And then you got even potential other backups, or I think are becoming free agents this year. Taylor Heineke, Tyler Huntley. Well, I
Nobody.
think Tyler Huntley's staying in Baltimore though, unless he's a unrestricted free agent where he has the opportunity to go wherever he wants. Blaine Gabbert, Mike White, Gardner Minshew, Teddy Bridgewater, Jacoby Brissett, Sam Darnold is still there. Baker Mayfield, of course. Keith Keenum and I think Blaine Gabbert is the other ones. So it's a bunch of quarterbacks that's out there to where someone could build a nice 1-2 punch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just depending on it. Then, like you said, of course, what's going to change the lay of the land is what happens with Lamar Jackson.
Right.
What happens with Tom Brady? What happens with Aaron Rodgers? I think if Tom Brady leaves or decides to retire again or decides to leave Tampa Bay, that's going to be a huge opening for Derek Carr,
Right.
I think. And then after that, dominoes start to fall. But of course, we'll see that. Of course, then you got quarterbacks that's coming in. Time to start changing of the guard. Why is Jimmy G always being shopped around like a cheap rug? So it's not that he's being shopped around like a cheap rug because he's only actually played for two organizations in the sense he's been in the league. He played for New England, then he
Right,
left New
behind
England,
Tom.
went to San Francisco,
Yeah.
and then he came to San Francisco. The only reason he was about to leave San Francisco is because they had selected Trey Lance, and they didn't want to pay Jimmy G because he owed them $26 million. But Jimmy G, smart move, decided to get the shoulder surgery so they couldn't move him because he wasn't going to pass it. He was physical. And so he was still under contract, which ended up being good because he was the stopgap. Like, I don't know, could Brock Purdy have been this person had he started instead of Jimmy G? Had we not had Jimmy G? Because that's basically what would have happened. Jimmy G would have been the starter. I mean, Brock Purdy would have been the starter since the second week of the season. And then we would have seen him, like people keep on trying to say, like, oh, San Francisco ain't seen nobody that puts pressure on the quarterback, all this type of stuff. So we would have seen it by then. But of course, that's not what happened. And now we have this. Chicago may be a solid spot to go as a backup. Fields is always at risk with his style of play and his play alone. That's not that's a good analysis too, Coach Cal. And which I thought there was a conversation I seen. Maybe I don't know what I was looking at, where they talked about maybe moving Fields and going after one of these other quarterbacks that's coming out that's going to be more conducive to what they want to do, because Justin Fields was not. I don't think he was hired. Well, I mean, drafted under the regime of coaches that they have, and they maybe that's not their cup of tea. Maybe they need. They're looking at someone else that they think is better set to run the offense, or offensive coordinator is looking better set to do that. In which they would trade. Like to make some moves or trade somebody. I think might have been, or it could have even been Houston, in which they was talking about trying to trade Houston for Justin Fields to Houston for a top round draft pick. So it remains to be seen. A lot of willing and dealing could go on. I can understand that, and it's crazy. So it would be the moves that would be made or to be made as for teams. If you was a GM, especially when you have the whole organization that you're basically trying to build. I seen a bit this morning where it was talking about Howie Roseman and supposedly how he's rebuilt the Philadelphia squad, or how he's built them, or how that's come about. So you have you have a bunch of different aspects, or people look at things differently when it comes to these organizations, these teams. And so now that's what they're basically looking at when it comes to Philadelphia, saying Howie Roseman put a great team together. Is it that the case? I don't know. Sometimes I think it could be sometimes given a little bit giving a little too much notoriety to individuals when it wasn't necessarily them. As the games have to be played, but recognizing talent is also comes into play. So, additionally, like I said, it's crazy now how where all these people are. The people being added to this list. I wonder now, does contenders again? You may be right, Applewhite. I'm not going to even argue with that. We might go back and forth on a bunch of things, but I'm not going to argue with you on that. You can be correct. But now, so I wonder, with the firing of Brian Leftwich, is he a candidate for any of these other jobs? Is he still seen as a top candidate for a head coaching position when he was fired as the offensive coordinator? Does that mess up his prospects? I'm very sure he'll get interviews due to the fact of he's African American, and they do have the Rooney Rule, so they're gonna start looking at that. But like you said, Bishop was saying earlier, Byron Leftwich is out, as well as 8 other coordinators. 5 assistants were dismissed, including Todd McNair, running backs coach, assistant defensive lineman Lori Locust, 3 other retired, including quarterback coach Clyde Christensen. So everyone wasn't fired for the most part. It was some people left out. Byron Leftwich has been there a long time. He was there with 30 for 30. Winston won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So I really think I honestly think it wasn't necessary. It's just a situation when he wasn't doing his job. I think it was just a situation to where he probably was like, "Hey, you got to go out and get it, man. Don't come back here." But that's the same thing they said about Eric Bieniemy, and he hasn't got a position yet. Although he has interviewed for a couple of positions here and there, but he hasn't pulled in the position yet either. Um, like I said before, Donatella, 1 year in Minnesota, he's gone. I really hope Saquon gets a hold of them Eagles. I can't wait. I can't wait. Where are we at? Let me see. So, tell me what y'all think about this, right? A dream matchup. We know who's left. There's a total of 8 teams left. Jets, Colts, Bears, Panthers, and Titans. Not replacing McVay. The Rams not replacing McVay. All were the bottom of the scoring offense. Well, we know that was going to be the case with the Rams. They were without their top wide receiver or receivers. The Jets, when they lost the run game, they started to become very dismal. The Colts lost a run game as well. As it was talking about, Frank Reich said he felt like he didn't do Matt Ryan justice because he didn't have a run game that he promised him or the offensive line. The Panthers is just a debacle. And the Titans, Derrick Henry was out a couple of games. They start falling apart. So it's like I said, it'll be interesting to see how these teams actually make the comeback for next year. The Rams should have Cooper Kupp back, whether he's got to get reinstituted back in play and shape. And then we don't know if he'll have Matt Stafford back at that time, although Matt Stafford is being his option is being picked up. So the expectation is that he'll be back. But how does Matt Stafford come back from his injury? The Jets, are they going to have a better player, a better person at quarterback? They have Mike White, they have Joe Flacco, they have what's his name, Zach Taylor. But do they keep Zach Taylor at the helm? Does Zach Taylor go to a backup and they bring in a better talent or someone that's more poised? It doesn't know what are they doing in college, the Colts Indianapolis. I'm very sure once they get a head coaching position, they're going to start to look and see who that head coach wants. That's going to be a free agent and see if they can go after them and bring them back in. So that's a perspective I'm very sure they're waiting on. Hence the reason why we're calling on that front. Same thing with the Panthers. All the coaches, all the teams that you talk about, the majority of them, the Panthers and the Colts need head coaches. The Texans, I don't think they need a head coach, but I think with a new GM, they might look to bring in a different head coach. He might want a guy of their own particular guy. The Texans need a head coach, so of course they're going to put on pause. So yeah, so all those people which you talk about for the most, Coach Cal is going to be looking. They have head coaches, new positions at head coaches, and they're going to have some pieces to go after, and just to see if they can make it work. So moving in, we know there's 8 teams currently in the NFL that are vying for a position in the Super Bowl, right? After this weekend, 4 teams remain. One of those 4 teams with being having an earned spot in the NFC Championship and the AFC Championship games. So, of those games, what do you think is the dream matchup? Of course, I know NFL.com had a couple of ideals. One of those ideals, out of the top 3 ranked, of course, the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Dallas Cowboys. The number 2 ranked Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. And of course, the top one, the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Matt Ryan, like Brady, needs to retire. The game is now too fast for them. Can I stand in the pocket taking hits? Cornelius, the Giants over Philadelphia. Dallas over San Francisco. Cowboys versus Chiefs versus Chiefs. So a Pac-12. So of course Cornelius is looking for Giants to beat Philly and San Francisco to lose to Dallas this weekend. Coach Cal, when he talks about a dream matchup, the Cowboys and Chiefs. I don't know about that one. Or the Chiefs and the Eagles. Chiefs and Eagles seems like it might be exciting. That might do something. Bills versus Cowboys, or the Bills versus Eagles, or San Francisco versus Chiefs. I wouldn't want to play. We've been there before, done that San Francisco Chiefs game, even although we lost. So I wouldn't want to play them again. Even though it's not based on the fact of I don't think we can beat them, I just don't know if that would be a exciting draw. I would prefer to see San Francisco Bengals matchup. Yeah, a San Fran Bengals matchup. That would be my dream. I love for the Giants to beat the Eagles so we can have another game in Dallas after we handle business. I'm trying to refrain from doing overly talking, Coach Cal, because I don't want to talk myself into a corner and then have to come back on here on Monday and have to hear and see all y'all's faces and hear y'all talking. So I'm trying to refrain from doing all that. I'm trying to just let them get in there, take care of business. Bills and Cowboys rematch again. Applewhite's talking about. I'm trying to refrain from that. I'm trying to stay even keel, steady pace. A lot of talking because we've had people done a lot of talking. Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Eric Smalls used to be on here doing a lot of talking. Although I will give him, you know what I'm saying, his props. Minnesota did way more than which I thought they were going to do. So, you know what I'm saying, you have that. So a bunch of different things, but some of the matchups sound good. Real good. Cowboys versus Chiefs. Bang bang, not again, Coach Africa. I so want to do it, but then, like I said, I have to sit up and basically hear the backlash of we might win by 14. We finna see, Coach. We finna see, Coach Africa. We finna see if how it's gonna go. Bruh. Well, like I said, if we get an Eagles versus San Francisco game in the championship, Eagles versus San Francisco, or Giants, either one. I mean, I guess that's what it was left with. Eagles versus San Francisco, Eagles versus Giants. We need COVID checks before the game. Debo might not get cleared. We don't need Debo anymore like that. Brandon Ayuk has emerged. Jawan Jennings is sitting in the shadows. Of course, we got Christian McCaffrey. See me next week after the game. Them boys is going to be ready. They should be. Like you said, the difference is, for me, the biggest, I ain't going to say biggest fear, or what I really gives me pause is Brock Purdy has been exceptional, played well. Game planning has been well. I think they have put together a lot of the game plan as well to help him. In-state is he's still a rookie, and he hasn't really had any rookie moments outside of the fact of when he first got into play. He went the wrong way or someone handed the ball off the wrong way, but he hasn't really had any rookie moment. And now, with needing 3 games to be dubbed a champion, now is the time to have a rookie moment because it can be costly. Now, if he has a rookie moment or two and we still get the win, it's over for the NFC. I mean, it's over for the NFL because that's when we can basically be like, you know what? We are the champions. All we do is win, 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 no matter what. Those are the themes and songs in which I'm trying to be singing in that time frame. But I mean, it remains to be seen. Brock Purdy, go do his thing. Dak Prescott, Michael, the defense, y'all defense, especially with ball hawking. Like the ball is to have pressure from a Parsons and company from the front, and then you got ball hawks like Diggs and stuff like that. Like you got to put the ball where you need to be. Leighton Vander Esch was playing pretty good last game deep. I was like, why the hell is Leighton Vander Esch like 15 yards back? Like, dude, like how? So it's a lot of different things. But I'm very sure they're looking at it. D'Amico Ryan is peeping the game, maybe helping. That's what I would be doing. I would be going to the off defensive coordinator, and we'll be dialed in. If I was Shanahan, we would have been dialed in all to as we would look back over the film, over a couple of films, and look at the game against Tampa, and take a look at that, and then maybe some other games, and be like, okay, this is what we see. What do you think? And going from there, and it's like, okay, let's run this, so let's try this. Hopefully, well, I'm very sure they're doing that job. That's the job at which I would be doing. So hopefully, we can pick them apart. But like I was told yesterday, Brock Purdy hasn't had anyone really tap in and dial in on him. So that remains to be seen. We'll see how that gets ready to go. But of course, let me get to this. What do we have here? Oh. Pull up the playoffs. Let's get to this picture. The San Francisco D last line was there last year. Dak looked well. And that's the thing to take in consideration. Like you said, Coach Cal, we just played Dallas last year. The difference, the idea was that had y'all had more time, it might have been a different scenario. But our offense wasn't what it was last year. Like the defense might be somewhat the same. The offense is a completely different story. Like we have more weapons on offense than we did last year. So that could be a different one. That's where that pressure come on. And then last year, y'all had the defensive player of the year. This year, we might have the defensive player of the year. Gregory also happened, total mental meltdown. Yeah. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? And then, like you said, we got Gregory. Y'all got Gregory. Y'all got Michael Parsons. Y'all got Leighton Vander Esch. Y'all got Trey Diggs. Y'all got Wilson. Like, y'all got people there. No one's dismissing that. I would hope they're not dismissing that. I would just hope that they find ways to get over it, get past it, get through it. He never thought I'd be chilling for the G-Man, but this game I have to. Applewhite said so. So Applewhite, I guess for the NFC, you're tapping into Giants and Cowboys. I mean, it could, and this is so. Let's delve into that too a little bit, right? With the Eagles and the Chiefs, top teams in the AFC and NFC. This is a situation to where it becomes one of those things where when I look at it, I was like, do you want to have a bye going into the playoffs? Like you sat a week, you have one team that plays and they continue playing, after they just finish a week, they continue playing. It's basically the same thing, and it's the same thing continuously. As for the number one seed, they get a second bye in the season, and now they have to come back and lock in again and go for it. So is that a situation to where you would prefer to be in? I think I preferred playing like it was all saying just for the simple fact that say we was a number one team was what I was looking for. But in all actuality, I wanted San Francisco to continue to play. Right, I wanted that. I would have preferred. I wouldn't between the Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I would have preferred to have had the Buccaneers, but that's not where the cards fell. So we have the Cowboys. But I preferred them to not get that first seed and go ahead and continue on from there because to have I'm not sure what they would have did with the rest had they got the number one seed. AFC, the Chiefs and Bengals in epic conference championship game. Applewhite is how the teams handle the bye week, and that's what they do with that. Of course, and it's the same thing, but not everyone comes back from a bye week and is victorious. So Giants better go for that right arm. Technically hurts all within the rules. No illegal stuff. Blood is in the water. It is, Coach Kyle. It is like, and that's what they said. They weren't worried about being targeted in that manner. They wasn't worried about him being targeted like that. So anything can happen, and anything can happen at this point. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Oh gracious. So let's see the Eagles. So we already know one seed where we at with it. One seed Kansas City Chiefs will be facing off against the 7th seeded Jacksonville Jaguars. Now that's something we haven't talked about. Do the Jaguars stand a chance? Do you guys think that the Jaguars have an opportunity to slay the beast in the East? Can Trevor Lawrence and company handle Patrick Mahomes and his squad? Defense that is going to be able to keep pace if they get into a slugfest with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can the Jacksonville Jaguars have the mentality to keep pace if they have to continue to go back and forth with Patrick Mahomes and his antics and his heraldism when it comes to their play? Can Jacksonville beat Kansas City in state? Do y'all think that's a possibility? Applewhite says the luck runs out. I don't know. At the beginning of this, I was like, oh, yeah, Kansas City is going to beat Jacksonville. They're playing in Jacksonville. What's the weather like in Jacksonville right now? Let me see. I mean, in Kansas City. Excuse me. Well, let me check something right quick. I think I'm having a change of a shift in what I think. I think I'll have a shift in what my thinking is for this game. Cornelius said the Jags going to make it interesting, but Mahomes, rabbit out of the hat, wins. I don't know, CC, man. I'm really leaning towards Jacksonville continuing on and maybe knocking off Kansas City. I'm trying to sip and make a decision by the time I really get, because getting closer and closer to that time till we start making these picks. Actually, I think it's more than for upon us now. I don't know. You know what? I think Jacksonville gets to win this weekend. I think Jacksonville gets to win. Oh no, I'm not gonna say that yet. Because you have to take in consideration if Kansas City is down is up by 27 points, they're not losing. So, due to the fact of yes, all those interceptions was not the fault of Trevor Lawrence. However, they were interceptions, and that doesn't. Any team that's down has 4 interceptions in the first half, 4 turnovers in the game, are less than likely to win the game. So I don't know, man. Trevor would need to turn into Lamar Jackson on the ground to beat Kansas City. Do you think that's beneath him though, Cal? Can you think he can do pull that off? Basically, like you said, he has to do what Patrick Mahomes is going to do. He has to be in the back. He has to do the same type of stuff that Patrick Mahomes has to do. I think they have a serviceable running back in Travis Etienne, so it's not. I don't think they're going to have trouble at running back. Additionally, when you look at the running back situation in Kansas City, they have Jerick McKinnon. They have Isaiah Pacheco. They have Hilaire, but we don't know who you're gonna get in that. You know who you get in Travis Etienne. You have Christian Kirk at the running back. You have a up and coming Evans. So it's just Trevor Lawrence. I don't know what to take it. I don't know what to see in Trevor Lawrence. I don't know which Trevor Lawrence we're going to get. If I can set up and pinpoint, even if with a above average Trevor Lawrence, I think they would have the opportunity. Yeah, milk the clock, keep him off the field, 3 and outs and dangerous. Yeah, and make it basically reduce his playing time, and so that way he doesn't. But then of course Patrick Mahomes has a propensity to sit up and make something happen in the little playing time he gets. But like I said, I honestly believe it comes down to the situation to where who's going to break flirts, who's going to flinch first in the constant shootout, going back and forth, high scoring, high flying. Kansas City's defense isn't the best in defenses, in which I think that gives Jacksonville an opportunity. But additionally, also, it's hard to get past it or not even remember or think about the breakdown for Jacksonville, and they had to come back and San Diego had to have a tremendous breakdown to what put them in position to where they were in that position to where they can even win. And I think that's the biggest issue for me and why I have such a quarrel with deciding Jacksonville or Kansas City. Jacksonville or Kansas City. I don't know. What you think, Bishop? Jacksonville gets it done? Kansas City gets it done? See? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Kansas City is
That's
a
a
team
hard
all
one, man.
offense.
It's a hard one, but you almost. I've spoke so highly about Trevor Lawrence, and it's gonna be hard, man, because they playing in Kansas City, so it's gonna be hard. But yeah, I think it's. I really want to go with the Jags.
I do
really
too,
do.
I do.
I really, really do. But and then they put stuff like this up. And you hate when you see stuff like this. This right here just hurts you. Like you be like undefeated on Saturdays.
Oh, but yeah,
Like,
from college, but yeah, we don't believe. Yeah. So,
that transfer. I mean, it's still a part of his. I mean, it's still true. Like even though it's like what it is. Oh man, I'm gonna regret it, but I'm going with Kansas City.
you're going with Kansas City?
Yeah,
Applewhite said it's not hard, KC, too much playoff experience. Does that really matter though?
Did y'all see the comeback Jacksonville just did, man? Did y'all just see the comeback that they just did? When the last time KC didn't make it to the AFC Championship? I get it, CC. I totally get it, bro. But it's a time for everything. It's a time for everything. It's a time for everything.
You know what? It comes on 3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah, it's the early game. Yeah. It's definitely the early game.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
I should have been the one to go.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
I should have took that chance.
I'll go with Jacksonville. I mean, it's not like we're tied 4-1. So I think I could. Yeah, I'm going with Jacksonville. The refs messed the game up and helped Jags.
Oh, I wouldn't say all that. You, Applewhite, you always blaming the refs and everybody else, but don't blame the team. The refs don't play the game. The team still got to play the game regardless. Quit blaming the refs, bro. Quit blaming the Zebras. You blame the refs for any time a team lose. You blame them. You blame the refs. You don't never blame the teams for what it is. Stop that, bro.
The second game on Saturday, Bishop. I know I don't even have to ask.
You sure don't. You sure don't. You sure don't. I mean, I don't even know why you would even attempt to even come up with something like that. You sure don't have to ask. You sure don't. What is you asking for? Like, I mean, like I don't get it.
I think we're facing the same thing in which we're talking about Jacksonville and Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs.
No. How you figure that, bro? How you figure that's the same thing, bro? How you figure
Daniel
that,
Jones and Saquon Barkley?
What does that mean? Daniel Jones is not a threat. Don't make it seem like Daniel Jones is that.
Oh, really?
He's not. He's been lucking up.
Tell him, Coach Cal. Tell him, Coach Cal.
Danny Dimes. Come on, man. Y'all giving this dude.
No, you're not.
Y'all giving this dude.
We're not.
Way
So we're
too
not.
much
What
credit,
we
bro.
cannot do is act like Danny Dimes don't get loose outside the pocket.
Y'all giving this dude way too much credit, bro.
No, he's been doing it for years.
Too much credit. He ain't been doing it for no years.
He has been a rushing quarterback for years.
Y'all giving this dude too much credit, bro. Y'all see Batman. Y'all giving these dudes way too much credit, bro. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man.
Since you don't know, go ahead and do what you did with the other game. Since you don't know, go and do what you did with the other game. Go and do it. Yeah, go and go ahead and do what you did with the other game. Since you don't know, go and pick them Giants. I'm taking them Eagles. Go and pick them Giants. Go ahead. Since you don't know, go and do what you just did. Come on, that's what I want. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Come on, John. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Man, please.
There's some chinks in the armor.
Cheeks in the armor for who?
For y'all.
Okay. All right.
Let me see. I'm trying to
what's
see.
your hesitation? What is you hesitating?
What's the injury reports? Where's the injury report?
The injury report for what? It don't even matter. Come on, since we got
it matters plenty.
Let's go.
Where's the injury?
That man right there ain't injured. 40-14. That man right there ain't injured. Let's go, man. Come on.
Where's the injury report? They got. Let me see.
Get all the reports you need, bro. Get all the reports you need. Whatever reports you need to get it. But let's know. This is how I feel this is how I feel when y'all be talking about. This is what I feel like when y'all be trying to talk about my Eagles, man. This is exactly how I feel right now. Exactly how I feel. This is exactly how I feel. Don't. It's the matchup. This. If it was Danny Dimes, this is what they would have Danny Dimes up here. They don't have Danny Dimes. They have Saquon Barkley up here. It ain't about no damn Danny Dimes. It's about Saquon Barkley, and we held him to under 100 yards rushing the last time we played. But I mean, pick your Giants, bro. Pick the Giants.
Hell, that part, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. That's why they can play the last game.
I'm doubling AJ Brown. Let's go then. Come on, I want y'all to be just like this.
So the Eagles, Fletcher Cox, limited in practice.
That's fine. But I got it.
Brandon Graham, limited in practice.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's all I need y'all to be.
Joseph, limited in practice. Oh, well, he full practice. He practiced fully. Landon Dickerson, limited practice.
I want y'all to be just like this. Come on, be just like this. Come on, do all that. Yeah, come on. This is what y'all want. Go ahead, do all that.
AJ Brown, limited practice.
Get it on.
Lane Johnson. Oh, Lane Johnson, full practice.
He sure did.
Jason Kelsey, limited practice. Avonte Maddox did not practice.
Okay.
Darius Slay,
he's coming off the injury.
Practice.
Yep, he's coming off the injury.
Robert Quinn, limited full practice, so he practiced fully. So it's not saying anyone is out right now.
Come on, don't hesitate. I want you to see all of it. Don't hesitate. Come on. This old Eric Smalls team right here. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Ooh, bro, you might want to get in the gym. I mean, it was good. I mean, you stopped him from getting hit, but bro, you took a lick just then. Come on, what you waiting on? What you waiting on?
I'll go with Philly.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't do that. No, you don't. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stay where you at. I don't want you over here with my. Stay on over there where you at. Oh, you Philly don't believe in Philly. All these injuries and stuff. Come on, stay where you at. Don't come over here where we at. Stay where you at. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Of course, the up and coming next game, a repeat.
Oh, the Bengals
all the
versus
excuses for the Eagles. The repeat of what was a game left unfinished.
Yep.
No, Cincinnati.
Go ahead.
And the Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. They say Darman Hamlin has been in the Bills camp, although he has a long road to go. He has been in the camp.
Yeah, he's walking around with oxygen tank.
Bengals at the Bills Sunday at 2:00, 1400 for the military minded. Where do you think you're at with this, Bishop? Do you think Cincinnati? Like we don't know because we didn't get a chance to see. We didn't get a chance to see.
Who you taking? Who you taking?
In Buffalo, I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking Buffalo.
You taking Buffalo? I'm gonna go with Buffalo too. I'm gonna take the Bills, man. I'm taking the Bills, man. I'm taking it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it. It's gonna be a good game, but I still feel like they're going off this high. I think the Bills are gonna do what they need to do. McMill about to come out and do to do that same song again. Kim Mill not coming to the playoff with this one. No. I'm just saying, man.
And of course, the last game on Sunday, 5:30 Central Standard Time, 6:30 Eastern. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Candlestick Park to take on to Levi Strauss Stadium to take on the San Francisco 49ers.
We knew you going with. We already knew you was going with the Cal. We already knew that. Bro.
Already in the comments, the Cowboys have their opportunity. Cowboys got past the first round, Bishop. That's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Now they get an opportunity to go to the NFC Championship game, potentially. We already know who I'm going with. There's no question. If I was to bow my head, you would see the exact replica. I don't even have to bow it. I could just pull it off. Mask off. Let's go. Bishop, are you riding this train or are you staying? I know you like allegiances. So you might want just in case y'all get past New York, you might want the easier of the games and you might want to see Dallas again.
Easier of the games. Whoa, Paul, what you will not do is act like what? We don't care who come in front of us. We don't care who it is, partner. I need you to understand. We don't care who it is. Whether it be y'all, whether it be them cowgirls, it's going to be somebody, and we don't care who it is. We taking on all contenders. We taking on all contenders. But I do want y'all to see this. Man. Just pay attention. This is for you, Applewhite, because I guess you're going to blame this on the officials too, huh? It's for you, Applewhite. Just specifically for you, Applewhite. Specifically for you. We all remember the debacle last year. No. The official has to touch the ball, sir. The official has to touch the ball, sir. Yeah, and the game is over. Yeah, ain't no need in walking up Debo tell y'all, hey, y'all go on and head on to the locker room. Y'all don't head on back to the locker room. 23-17, Dallas loses. But for you, Trey, for this weekend, I say it's going to be an upset. I'm going to go with them Dallas Cowboys versus them 49ers. I'm taking the Cowboys. Don't y'all come at me, Cowboy fans. Don't y'all come at me. Don't y'all come at me. I'm only doing this for this game because you know why? I'm going to be completely honest. I want to see them Cowboys again. I want to see the 49ers too.
If I was you, I want to see the.
I want to see the 49ers. No, that's why you let me finish. I want to see both of them. If we could, I would like to play both of them. One of them just for GP. Even though one of them's gonna be home, I would say let's schedule a game for the loser team and the winning team. If you let me call it, I say let's just play a preliminary game. You know what I'm saying? So I personally wouldn't mind playing both of them. Just for preliminary reasons, to set them both up, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? But I do really want number 4 to go up against number 1. And let's see who comes out on top. I feel like we really would, if we was to see Brock Purdy is not ready for our defense. They about to show, I'm telling you right now, they not ready. They not ready for Dallas defense.
Thank you, Coach Wayne.
They're not ready for Dallas defense. I'm gonna be honest with you. Brock Purdy ain't ready. Wayne, you gonna take the 49. I expect that. But I'm letting you know now that I'm taking them Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys. You heard it here first, baby. There it is. Now we just waiting on Ron to give us his picks. We'll be set, baby. We'll be set. It's in the books. Yay! Let's go.
Just wait, y'all. I'm probably not going to even be able to find Bishop on NBA 2K.
You always find me on 2K. I stay on 2K. You the one been missing for the last week or two.
After they lose.
You said it right. You said it right. See, he already had a premonition. It's already coming out of his mouth. See.
I said, what'd I say?
You said after they win. Then you said after they lose. So you meant win for us and lose for y'all.
I'm not concerned about that. The Cowboys. We're knocking off the Cowboys.
Okay. Either way, we want to see either one of y'all. Like I said, when it's all said
PS5, we on the PS5. Applewhite.
Applewhite, don't play when you know what system we on. Don't play. Don't act like this brand new. Some team will be eliminated now. And this is going to be a great week. Yeah, some other team is about to be eliminated. After 5 minutes, Purdy will be looking over his shoulder to see if Makai is in his huddle. That part. I'm with you, Calvin. I'm trying to tell you, they ain't ready. They ain't not ready for Makai. Micah. They're not ready for Micah. I don't know why I call him Makai, but they're not ready for Micah Parsons. That's what I'm saying. And if they happen to get past Dallas, you got to get ready for Riddick. You got to get ready for Fletcher. You got to get ready for Davis.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, Mr. Hunter.
Okay.
Of course, that's our time for today. We greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us. Y'all know where to find us come Monday morning here. It won't be talking that ish. Keep the same energy.
Hey, y'all might want to go ahead and say bye to Trey because y'all probably won't see him Monday. You know what I'm saying? Monday, he probably will be a no-show.
No, I'm here. I'm pulling up. Win, lose. But I don't plan to lose. We don't plan to lose. We plan to be right here to sit. But I want all y'all here. Calvin, Applewhite.
I'm here.
Who else? Cornelius. I want y'all all here, front and center. For we in ranks inspection come Monday morning. In ranks inspection come Monday morning.
In ranks inspection come Monday morning.
I'm putting cases on all y'all. Y'all gonna be in Pelican Bay.
I want y'all. That's what we want, bro. I want to be in Pelican Bay because I know when we get there, it's gonna be on and popping, baby. On and freaking popping, baby. And before, just just first let me thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to First Formation, man. We appreciate you. We love y'all. Again, as I always say, First Formation is not First Formation without all of y'all, the Applewhites, the Calvins, the you know what I'm saying, all of y'all coming through and showing mad love. But I there's no way that I could go the show without going out like champions, bro. Like champions do.
Passion. An emotion that
Let's freaking go! It's a Philly thing. Ha! Go Birds! Fly. Eagles fly. Look at it. They in church and he like, let's go. Who winning? The Eagles, baby.
well, we say it's a Philly thing.
There it is! You better tell him, Jalen! There it is! You better tell him what it is, Jalen. Let him know. Only you understand, baby. Paint the city green, baby.
Off-season fun and activities coming soon in Philly.
Not gonna happen, Calvin.
It's a Philly. It's a Philly thing. To us.
Fly, Eagles, fly. It's a Philly thing.
Why haven't I seen Will Smith come out yet? You know why? Because he knows better. In any case, greatly appreciate y'all rocking with us rocking with us on now. We probably finna jump on 2K. So if y'all are any NBA 2K addicts that's out there, y'all know where it is. How to get on. Holla at your boy. We look forward to see y'all come Monday morning. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend.
Cyro 5 Military Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all be easy.